And welcome to another edition of Ducks and Sports. That's this week. Oh baby, we talk about Super Bowl 47. Should be an interesting one, to say the least. Me with two good teams going against each other this Sunday in New Orleans when the Baltimore Ravens, led by Ray Lewis, take on the San Francisco 49ers. Can't wait. It's going to be a really good Super Bowl, and I think a game could probably go either way, and I think will be a very well-played game. As you kind of look at it, both teams kind of evenly matched. Two strong defensive teams, but teams that can also put points up on the board, as we both saw a couple weeks ago against the Atlanta Falcons for the San Francisco and against the Patriots for Baltimore. Very, very interesting matchup. But we'll start with 49ers here. For them to win this game, I think they have to do what they do, which is release Kaepernick and just let him do what he does, which is he's a very good scrambling quarterback, can get yards with his legs, but is also a threat to throw. I mean, this guy is the true dual threat in the NFL right now. Very, very impressive last few weeks, especially against Green Bay a couple weeks ago, and then, of course, a couple weeks ago against the Atlanta Falcons. Really showed what kind of good quarterback he can be. But my only doubt for him is, will the lights be too bright for Kaepernick? I mean, first time really playing in a big game in his life, going to a small college, so he doesn't know what a bowl really feels like. And it will be interesting but for Baltimore, for San Francisco in this game, I believe they'll have to do what they do, which is run the ball. I think Frank Gore's going to have to have a big game, and just set the play action to find Davis all day long, as I think Vernon Davis will be a big key in this game. And I think the way it's set up, I really think Vernon Davis, if the 49ers win, I really think Vernon Davis could be the MVP of this game. But on the other side of the ball, with their defense, one of the best defense in the league, if not the best defense in the league, in San Francisco. Very, very, very good defense with Patrick Willis. Should be good because, this from top to bottom, this is a very good defense from the two Smiths on the outside, rushing on the defensive line, to the great linebackers they have, to the great secondary. I mean, top to bottom, solid defense, doesn't give up points, is very hard yards, very good in the second half against the Atlanta Falcons after giving up a few yards, a few points in the first half against Atlanta a couple weeks ago, coming very strong second half and basically shutting down Atlanta the second half, which is really hard to do with such a great offense they have there in Atlanta. But on the other side, you got the Baltimore Ravens, led by the emotional Ray Lewis. Of course, this is it. This will be his officially last game, and what bigger time to play than in the Super Bowl. But for Baltimore to win, I think it's kind of the same as San Fran to win. They're going to have to run the ball with Ray Rice. Ray Rice running from Rutgers on the right side. Ray Rice, I think is going to have a big game because I do think, now San Francisco has a really good run defense, but I think Ray Rice is just hands down the best running back in the NFL because he's so hard to tackle. He's so short that he's so hard to tackle. And I just think with the rules now set up where you can't really tackle above the neck or below the knees, really sets up well for a short guy like Ray Rice. And I really like Ray Rice this week in the Super Bowl. I think he will have a huge week and will be interesting. But for Baltimore, probably win this game, Joe Flacco is going to have to keep playing the way Joe Flacco's been playing the last couple of weeks. Playing really, really well. I mean, against the Denver Broncos, really came out really well. Against the Patriots, outplaying Tom Brady, arguably the best quarterback of our era. So it should be interesting. And of course, on a defense, not the same defense as it was a couple years ago when they clearly were the best defense in the league, but still a pretty good defense. Not a great defense, but when you still have Ray Lewis, Suggs, and Ed Reed, you still got a good defense. And I think the difference this one will probably be the kicking game. And you got one kicker and Tucker, not the most experienced kicker with Baltimore, and then you got Akers, who hasn't been the same Akers that we've seen in the past years, but still pretty good. But it was all said and done when it's all over. About 9:30 on Sunday, who's holding the championship? I believe it will be the Baltimore Ravens. A final score of 24-20. I think this will be a very good game. And I think your MVP will be Ray Rice, as I think he has a huge game, goes over 150 yards. He's got a huge game. I think Joe Flacco will have a good game. I think the Baltimore defense. And hey, Ray Lewis goes out as a Super Bowl champion. What a way to go out. And yeah, should be interesting. Should be interesting. Hopefully that comes true because I really think this Super Bowl 47 is going to be one hell of a game. And let's be honest, the last couple Super Bowls have been money. They've been really, really good games. So, till next time, I'm Aaron Duxbury saying I'm Dux, and I know sports. Kind of.